Outer Banks is paradise on earth, and the show has a wealth of fantastic entertainers. The series that follows the drama of the people with either 2 jobs or 2 houses became an instant hit over quarantine, thanks to the on-screen dynamic of its leading players and its plot. So today we will be talking about one of the show's stars, Madelyn Cline, who plays Sarah. I'm your host Michaela. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload a new video. But without further ado, let's get started. Before Outer Banks made her a star, Cline worked for years within the entertainment industry, getting her start when she was just in the 5th grade as a model. Her success was certainly a long time coming, and her path to stardom hasn't always been easy. But thanks to the hit show, she found fame, love, and a whole bunch of followers just waiting to see what she does next. As reported, Cline and her mom traveled to New York during her summer break from school, and she went on to book 9 different jobs modeling for different department stores, magazines, and catalogs. While she was a student at Pinewood Preparatory School, she spent her summer vacation getting all dolled up for the camera, and it was thanks to her own research and determination that she got the gigs. Her parents were simply just along for the ride. We are really proud of her and of how mature and professional she came across, Cline's mom said at the time. Cline booked jobs for Toys R Us, T-Mobile, and many more. Not only was she working to make herself known, but she understood at that young age just how tough the industry was and she was trying to break into. Not only was she working to make herself known, but she understood at that young age just how tough the industry was that she was trying to break into. She told the Post and Courier at the time that she was hoping to pursue a career in front of the camera, but understood that her goals would be tough to reach. It's a very competitive business, 10-year-old Cline said. Despite the competitiveness, she was determined, and her work as an extra on a film starring Jake Gyllenhaal motivated her to keep going. She even picked up ballet and dance classes as well as voice lessons to round out her skill set. "I want to improve my projection in front of crowds," she said. Madelyn Cline got her start in the entertainment industry as a model, but she worked her way onto the silver screen and scored some small roles along the way. As noted by The Sun, she would travel to New York for multiple summers and work in the television commercial business. She even landed a gig in an ad for Sunny D, if you remember what that drink is. But she transitioned away from 2000s ads for sugary drinks and made her way onto film sets eventually. Some of her work before Outer Banks included the role of Chloe in the tragic drama Boy Erased, starring Nicole Kidman, as well as a gig in Stranger Things. She appeared during the hit Netflix show's 2nd season and also made a couple of appearances during episodes of the CW series The Originals. Of course, Outer Banks is what really put her on the map though, and her time on the show has certainly catapulted her to new heights. As of publication, she is filming Knives Out 2, the sequel to the hit film. It seems that Los Angeles is the hub where most people try to make it in the entertainment industry, and Madelyn Cline was one such hopeful that moved to the City of Angels with a dream in mind. But Los Angeles was not as kind to her as she may have originally thought. And in an interview with Glamour UK, Cline elaborated on the city that made her into a star. "LA is a harsh city to be in when you're a little girl from the South, and you have absolutely no idea what you are doing and you are thinking," she said. Cline stated that at the time she didn't have enough money to move back home, and her parents weren't particularly on board with the idea of her pursuing acting. But despite the difficulties, she kept pushing. "You have to convince yourself that you genuinely have to believe it's when, not if," she said, and it seems as though her hopefulness and hard work paid off. For Madelyn, her days as a teen were plagued by some rather unfortunate experiences with food and exercise. "When I was younger, I did struggle with eating disorders, specifically when I was a teenager," she said. "I think I was around 16 when I started working out a lot. I would wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and I would work out for 30 minutes. It was super vigorous cardio every day." Cardio and going to the gym can be great for your body, but Cline admitted that she was not refueling her system after each workout. Instead, she, quote, started cutting calories and would eat the likes of, quote, 6 almonds at the start of her day because she didn't want to, quote, counteract all the work she had done at the gym. It often takes a significant amount of time and help from medical and mental health professionals to overcome the largest hurdles. But even then, eating and changing one's relationship with food and exercise can remain a daily challenge. For Madelyn, she was gripped by the claws of what she would look like when she was battling different eating disorders. She was, quote, harming and starving herself in pursuit of, quote, a particular body image. She shared that she was so angry that she wasn't achieving what she thought she should look like, and that's when her mom stepped in. Cline's mom took her through an exercise that significantly helped her recovery, and all it involved was the two of them standing in front of a mirror and naming off what she liked about her body. "After that repetition, those things became solidified in my mind. I like my curves, I like my hips, and after a while I started to love my body," she said. Now, a number of successful actors didn't finish school. It seems as though they found the one career path that doesn't require a bachelor's degree. Madelyn Cline took the cue of those who came before her, and she told Glamour UK that she decided to drop out of college in pursuit of her acting career. Cline revealed that she had saved just enough money that she could move out on her own, despite her parents wanting her to stay in school, and she took the plunge. She was, quote, completely miserable in school and took it as a sign to just go for it acting-wise. I called my mom and said, I know this is what you guys want me to do, but it's not what I want to do, so I'm going to drop out and I'm going to move out to LA and I don't need help, but I just wish for your support. Her mom confessed that she would handle Cline's dad regarding the decision, and the actress packed up and moved. It was difficult, but we wouldn't be sitting here right now if I had not followed my gut, she said. Now, we've all heard of techniques that actors use to get into character, but for Madelyn, she sourced inspiration from her own insecurities when it came to playing Sarah Cameron on Outer Banks, or the Kook Princess, as some might call it. Channeling her own doubts into her character was, quote, cathartic, and she was able to recognize many similarities between herself and Sarah. It's almost like I was giving advice to myself and telling myself that it's okay to feel these things, Cline said of her process. The actress also shared that occupying her character's headspace was much like being in her own head, and she sourced her own experiences for inspiration and motivation for the character. Although when it was time to really dive deep and bring out her character's pain and turmoil, Cline turned to a heavier method to get the job done. For heavier scenes, you could catch me sitting in a corner and crying and just trying to get in the headspace, she said. Especially for a lot of the later scenes in the show, I really had to create the betrayal and the pain that Sarah was going through in those moments for myself. Now, the dating. Chase Stokes and Madelyn announced their relationship via Instagram in June 2020. After more than a year together, news then broke in November 2021 that the pair had called it quits, and fans of Outer Banks were so upset. Then, amid speculation that Madelyn broke up with Chase, fans wondered if there was something romantic going on between her and the 13 Reasons Why alum Ross Butler. In November 2021, Ross told TMZ that they were just friends, but he later reignited rumors with what appears to be a flirty comment on an Instagram post. Romance rumors then started swirling between Madelyn and the DJ Zach Bia days after she and her ex-boyfriend Chase reunited at the People's Choice Awards in December 2021. Fans on social media started to speculate whether they were dating or just friends. While they've yet to confirm their romance, the two were spotted leaving an LA restaurant together just before Madelyn's 24th birthday, per photos obtained by E! News. Lastly, romance rumors surrounding Madelyn and Jackson Guthrie started swirling in May 2022. After she seemingly took him as her date to a wedding. The two have since been photographed out and about together. However, neither of them have shared any details about the possible relationship. Now, her net worth is estimated to be around $800,000, which is a lot of money, but in terms of celebrity net worth, that's honestly not that much. But hopefully, with the new season of Outer Banks coming out, her pay rate will skyrocket. Netflix recently released a teaser for the 3rd season of Outer Banks, and fans are beyond excited, myself included. But that is it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.